Tobago West MP calls on THA to account for expenditure of previous budgetary allocations. 10 women farmers from Tobago included in UK High Commission Grow Smart initiative. One Tobagonian among 7 charged for fraud, and Secretary's social media challenge encourages the public to donate funds to schools. Good evening. I am Kristen Salandi and welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 10th of October, 2023. In the news tonight, in her contribution to the budget debate, Tobago West MP Shamfa Kajo-Lewis questioned the THA's stewardship of the previous year's budgetary allocations. She criticized the leadership of Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and his team. Reporter Candice Jackson has the details.
Tobago West MP Shamfa Kajo-Lewis holds the belief that governance of the island is not being managed effectively.
As you know, the leadership has changed in Tobago, and I must say that our people are suffering at the mercy of a hapless, hopeless bunch of miscreants.
Kajo-Lewis informed the House that she consistently receives complaints from her constituents regarding the leadership of Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and his team.
It has been total chaos, and we in Tobago have been in the news for reasons over the last year. Anybody who is alive and well and see what's taking place in Tobago know that the place heavy, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that it is not what it used to be.
When discussing the budgetary allocation for fiscal 2024, the Tobago West MP conveyed her contentment with the $2.585 billion earmarked for the THA.
I would say nothing to shout about because it's the usual, but I am appreciative for the additional works that are going to be done in Tobago through other ministries, whether it's the $400 million to be spent on the airport, the $1.9 million to be spent on the Roxburgh Fire Station, Rockley works being done at Rockley Bay, at Magdalena.
However, she called on the THA to provide a public account of how the previous year's allocations were utilized.
So when they receive their allocation, they can decide whether they want to develop a Tobago contractor to build Scarborough Secondary School or whether they want to spend it building a stage in the sea. That was their priority, to build a stage in the sea. And they told us it's the only one in the Caribbean.
Kajo-Lewis also mentioned that the bills aimed at granting Tobago more autonomy are currently before the Parliament and will be addressed in the near future. I am Candice Jackson for Tobago Updates Television News.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is defending his statements in court from a private 2020 conversation, emphasizing that they were not damaging to Oropouche East MP Dr. Rudal Munilal. The statements in question revolve around Munilal's alleged involvement in a 2012 Housing Development Corporation HDC project. The defamation lawsuit against the Prime Minister by the opposition MP centers on a Trinidad Express article from January 6, 2020, detailing WhatsApp messages between the Prime Minister and Kirk Waite of fixing T&T, referencing Munilal and the HDC's purchase of Eden Gardens for $175 million. Dr. Rowley argues that his references to UNC operatives had no connection to Munilal, but insists that Munilal, as the former housing minister, needs to answer questions regarding the Eden Gardens project. In the courtroom, Munilal's attorney raised concerns about the case's improper use to extract answers from Munilal regarding the 2020 statements. The trial continues, and both parties gave evidence in the presence of Justice Carol Gobin. The proceedings also involved the Express's editor-in-chief, Omati Leida, who was questioned about the articles and the newspaper's policy on publishing private conversations. The trial continues with legal representation on both sides. 10 women from Tobago were selected to participate in the Grow Smart initiative funded by the United Kingdom's High Commission. The initiative aims to empower women from rural parts of the country in sustainable agricultural practices. Reporter Candice Jackson has further details from the launch, which took place at the Shore Park Cultural Complex.
Out of 30 participants nationwide, 10 women from Tobago were selected be a part of the UK High Commission-funded Grow Smart initiative, much to the delight of Chief Secretary Fali Augustine.
So we thank you for going above our 4.03% average in ensuring that Tobago gets a good quota in this program.
Aimed at providing women farmers with the knowledge and skills to implement sustainable and innovative agricultural practices, it is a cause that the British High Commissioner, Her Excellency Harriet Cross, feels strongly about.
And the main driving idea is to give them the skills to increase their livelihoods, which will feed into the livelihood of the community and the country itself. The initiative will also allow women to make more valuable contributions to the agricultural sector to stimulate economic growth, particularly in rural areas.
Agriculture accounts for less than 2% of the national GDP, according to the Central Statistical Office. Additionally, the food import bill is worth over $7.3 billion. Both the government and the THE have indicated that innovative solutions are needed to increase food security, and the UK High Commission is willing to assist.
The UK's contribution to this creative thinking is to partner with our NGO called Women, and to be part of the Grow Smart initiative.
The Chief Secretary has high hopes for the 6-week workshop, which will allow the women selected to be engaged meaningfully by supplying the school feeding program and other important sectors. Meanwhile, the Grow Smart initiative heavily focuses on developing women farmers' skills in hydroponics, which is precisely the training Alicia Roberts-Patterson from Mariah was hoping for.
I've actually been going around to people's farm, hydroponic farm, and looking and trying to kind of get your own information. I would talk to other persons, but now I have the opportunity to get the information firsthand and to be certified with it as well.
For Raquel Kwashi from Castara, it is an honor to have her application accepted.
To be selected is a privilege, it's an honor to have that, to be given that opportunity. And I expect to get out of this program knowledge, a stepping stone in life for me to go deeper into agriculture.
After the training, the women farmers aim to grow more than just lettuce or pak choy. Therese Christmas from One Accord, for instance, wants to explore what else can flourish with the technology.
Not just shortcuts, but also herbs like mints and different type of mints, and make it interesting so Tobago become a supplying and self-sufficient.
Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates Television News.
More news when we return after the break.
25 years of real good dashing food, delicacies, and enjoyment. Well, it come around again as we celebrate 25 years of the Tobago Blue Food Festival. This year promises to entice your taste buds again on Sunday, October 15th at Bloody Bay from as early as 10 a.m. All are invited to the celebration filled with craft, games, but most importantly, blue food. This is a brunch-style celebration and will also see the likes of Super Blue, Nyla Blackman, Pretty, Gerard Balfour, Joe Archer, Keyshawn Jack, and Junior Calypso star, The Shay Saul, and more on Sunday, October 15th, 2023. Come celebrate 25 years of the Tobago Blue Food Festival.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Rotisserie, mouth-watering fries, salads, combos, and specials galore. Feeling for something to eat? Come and see. Our rotisserie is seasoned to the T. Kicking chicken, masala, and jerk roast. Crispy fries made from scratch. Who do you know can't beat that? Or salads freshly cut and packed. When you taste it, you'll be wanting to come back. So come check us out on number 2 Robinson Street, Uptown Scarborough, Tobago. We open on Saturday nights from 7:30 to 11:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, we're open from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and on Friday, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us at 772-7443 and all social media handles at The Rotisserie Factory.
Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike and ride on the bike and ride on the bike. She's loving the ambience of my. Somebody call the ambulance for this chick. I just long, I don't really quick. That's why she's loving me. Better when you done, you might walk with a stick. Meanwhile, you bend down, let me see you boom click. Let me beat it up just like. I know you're loving me. When coming to I like the plenty. Sit on my riding like a Bentley. Full of that need to empty. Take your time and ride on the bike. Take your time and ride on the bike and ride on the bike and ride on the bike. Ride on the bike, ride on the bike, ride on the bike, ride on the bike, ride on the 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 bike.
Welcome back. Tobagonian Dwayne Rojas is among 7 persons charged in Trinidad for almost $30 million in fraud. The High Court issued an injunction ordering 7 individuals and 6 car companies to notify attorneys representing Answer Bank Limited about their spending and income sources after their assets were frozen. The bank seeks to recover millions of dollars borrowed under questionable circumstances. The court order requires the defendants to retain the value of their assets during the case or provide security equivalent to their asset values to lift the injunction. The assets of 7 Answer Bank Limited employees and their associates were frozen, totaling $69,296.87. The order resulted from a claim filed by the bank regarding loan transactions that did not comply with company policy, leading to substantial losses of nearly $30 million over 2.5 years. The defendants are Tobagonian Dwayne Rojas, Randy Gotzelben and his wife Adriana Ram Singh, Soraya Sankar, Navindra Rambaran, Revan Rampasad and Kerry Ramsarup, along with Sealand Marketing Limited, Joalex Auto Limited, Miva Import Export Consultancy Limited, Arnold Ramjas. A workshop for Tobago farmers was conducted by NAMDEVCO at the Shore Park complex today. The objective was to enhance agriculture in Tobago and promote their BioReach project, which focuses on biodiversity. More details from Ariana Scipio.
NAMDEVCO's workshop is being executed in partnership with TATCO to implement this initiative aimed at assisting farmers to improve food security for Tobago. Sharing his opinion on the current state of agriculture in Tobago, Deputy CEO of NAMDEVCO, Raymond Bowen, stated that there is a lot of interest. However, there needs to be more production and accessing heavy equipment for land preparation is a challenge. Also explain the intentions of the workshop for Tobago farmers.
We intend to basically make farmers better, improvement on what they do on their holdings, on their farms, help them to increase productivity and have them to bring produce in a manner in which is suitable for the market that's before us presently.
Environmental Manager David Posad from the Ministry of Planning and Development discussed the BioReach project during the workshop. The project aims to combine biodiversity conservation and agriculture and offers a grant of $2.75 million. There are 3 key components to the project, with one focused on green commodities and farming led by NAMDEVCO.
The project is a grant-funded project from the Global Environmental Facility. It will be a 4-year project. We started this process of developing this project about a year and a half ago, with some inception workshops held both in Trinidad and in Tobago.
Regional Forestry Officer of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, Klaus Martin Eckelmann, oversees all forestry projects in the Caribbean. He discussed the FOA's project, mainstreaming biodiversity into the protective landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, funded by the Global Environment Facility, which supports projects related to biodiversity, climate change, and more. Eckelmann explained the project's 4 components, highlighting the importance of farmers and environmental vulnerability in the third component.
That's where it is important to involve the farmers. And that is the reason why we are now having this aspect of kind of looking at green value change, reducing the use of pesticides, looking at direct connections between producers and between farmers and producers and customers.
The workshop was a one-day event and benefited several farmers. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
The World Health Organization designated October 10th as World Mental Health Day, which is today. The focus on mental health becomes more critical as the world is still recovering from the effects of a global pandemic, resulting in an increase in cases of depression and other mental challenges. Reporter Tanika Cruikshank tells us more in this report.
Therapeutic counselor at the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Charlene Finley-Stwartz, says it is important to maintain good mental health. The theme for this year's World Mental Health Day is Our Mind, Our Right. Mental health is a universal human right. It serves as a reminder to citizens that everyone has the right to a healthy mind, as without mental well-being, one's ability to function properly is compromised.
When we hear mental health, we usually think about psychiatric. But mental health can also be everyday interactions where you have low energy and low focus. So what you can do is just call someone, call a professional, and just ask, these are the questions that I have, and these are the feelings that I have. And can you tell me, is there something that I need to work on, or is it that I'm okay?
Finley-Stwartz pointed out that the division is expanding its mental health care services in response to the growing number of individuals seeking assistance. She encouraged Tobagonians to seek help because the island needs stable minds to foster a peaceful country.
We want to break the stigma of what people view mental health, and we want persons to understand that we are a support team and everyone needs mental support. So that's what the encouragement we're trying to do with the division. We're trying to change the dynamics, and we're hoping that persons understand it's not the neighbor on the block telebusiness, because that's not what we're about.
Emphasis on mental health, as suggested by clinical therapist Hanif Benjamin, should be directed to those striving to achieve a healthier life. He believes that COVID-19 has profound impact on the nation's mental health at various levels, affecting aspects like education, employment, and daily life.
Well, definitely COVID-19 has really pushed Trinidad and Tobago and people already living with mental health over the edge, and people who may have never been diagnosed are now finding themselves into diagnoses, or the general stress level of people living has definitely increased.
Benjamin expressed his satisfaction that the Minister of Health has acknowledged the need for strategies to decentralize mental health services in the 2024 fiscal budget. He emphasized that there is a to what he can do on his own.
Other than me, coming on the television or radio like this program to help people understand what is mental health, understand how it is, what it looks like, and also serious advocacy. I've been advocating for changes in the Mental Health Act and the Insurance Act and Health and Safety Act in terms of decentralizing for a long time.
If you or a loved one is experiencing mental health issues, you can contact the division at 683-8341. Tanika Cruikshank, Tobago Updates Television News.
In keeping with World Mental Health Day, we inquired if you believe mental health is taken seriously in our Tobago Says segment.
No, I don't think mental health is taken seriously in Tobago because we have too many people walking on the street that they could look after them properly.
Yes, mental health issues are present, but no, I don't think we recognize them as mental health issues.
I don't think it's taken seriously in Tobago. I don't think it's serious enough.
Nah, there are too much mad people in the place.
Stay with us. We will be right back after the break.
We are going on a new journey. Tobago now has its very own Carnival. She like loud music and
Platinum touch.
Tobago Carnival, Caribbean Vibes presents Tequila Sunset. Tequila Sunset, October 27th. Scarborough Esplanade from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's a cooler fete like no other. Bring your squad and we'll take care of the vibe with your top TNT and New York DJs, surprise guest artists. Tequila Sunset will be an epic event you will never forget. Early bird tickets are $199 TT or $30 US. Get your tickets online on islandetickets.com or frontlineticketing.com. For more info, call 475-6218 or 754-7344. And New York, 917-561-9742. All drinks must be in plastic bottles and no ice or chaser allowed. Tequila Sunset, October 27th, Scarborough Esplanade.
Tobago for Carnival with the award-winning band Fog Angels, Juve and Mass.
You don't know it's your boy Young Brother representing for Fog Angels, Big Bad, Juve and Mass Band.
2 days of excitement, 2 days of jam on the road with Fog Angels, Juve and Mass Band.
Push back, baby. Push back and Fog Angels, baby.
We're Tobago's premium, all-inclusive Juve and Mass Band that consists of costume, free drinks, free food, goodie bags, makeup artist, t-shirt cut designer, pre-party, after-party on the beach, live DJs, biggest artists, 40-foot music trucks, tight security, VIP service on the road, and a decade of experience.
Fog Angels now. Take bamboo, gal. Fog Angels, Juve band. Take bamboo, gal. Ha! Fog Angels, Mass Band.
For your premium all-inclusive packages, check Facebook, Instagram, or visit www.fogangels.com or call 492-9454 or 788-5481. Juve and Mass in Paradise. Play safe, play sexy, play Fog Angels.
Fog Angels make you feel it, feel it.
Thank you for staying with us. Amid rising heat wave alerts, schools are struggling with high temperatures. The Division of Education, Research and Technology is seeking assistance, and Secretary Zarisha Hackett has called on Tobagonians to donate fans. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
What started as a simple social media challenge is turning into a great effort by Tobagonians to give back to their alma maters. Education Secretary Zarisha Hackett noted that they were doing their best to provide fans for schools struggling with the heat.
And you would appreciate that with this heat wave we've been having, and the fact that, even if we have like 300 fans procured, that will never be enough to outfit an entire school with Infant 1, 2 and Standard 1s to 5.
These realities inspired her to call on Tobagonians to donate fans directly to the schools they attended while growing up through her personal Facebook page.
And so it was just a random post, very informal at that. Persons were telling me, listen, I'm going to do it right now. Some persons immediately went at it. Some persons a bit shy to put themselves out there, but the principals have been calling, class teachers have been calling, parents have been calling and saying, listen, I don't know what you did today, but something is happening and we're really appreciative of it.
Tobagonians like Lyndon Barkers were among those who wasted no time in presenting a fan to Lambo Anglican Primary School. Many others have followed suit. In less than a few hours on Monday, over 40 fans were donated to various schools. Meanwhile, the secretary stated that the division is monitoring schools daily, requesting principals to increase water breaks, relax dress codes, and implement other measures to make the conditions more bearable for the students.
We've been looking at the temperatures as well, and we even discussed probably limiting the school day if that has to be. But so far, it's not that extreme, but we've been paying very close attention to how we manage students in any enclosed area. We're looking at ventilation. We're trying to ensure that they're cool.
According to Hackett, the division is working on a more permanent solution to control classroom temperature.
Due for it, the Division of Education, Research and Technology is going to continue with its commitment to outfitting the schools as far as possible with air conditions. We have some challenges in a lot of our schools because capacity in terms of electricity is a challenge.
In the meantime, every fan donated to a classroom in each school helps. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Many farmers are producers, and the producers had the opportunity to showcase their produce at the farmers market at the Shore Park Food Hub. This event was part of the activities leading up to World Food Day. Reporter Ariana Scipio was present and brings us this report.
At the Shore Park Food Hub, numerous farmers had the opportunity to showcase their homegrown produce, including fruits, vegetables, and provision. In addition to the farmers' offerings, various businesses also participated in the farmers' market, presenting their products. We had the chance to speak with the owner of Zai's Essential Oils, who explained her process of making cold-pressed oils that offer numerous benefits for hair, skin, and medicinal use without any additives, while also detailing the advantages of these oils.
So like the sunflower oil, if you have dark marks on your skin, discoloration and even skin tone, darkness below your arms, it has very high levels of vitamin E, so it helps to lighten the skin tone, even out the skin tone, get rid of marks, get rid of scars.
Owner of Strictly Tobago, Lyndon, showcased a diverse range of locally grown products at the farmers market.
And this is just a small taste of what we usually put out, from avocados to rough lemon, lime, to okras, fresh cane juice, all locally grown, and if not produced.
Also present was Assistant Secretary of the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, Assemblyman Nigel Tate. He shared that numerous farmers had the chance to exhibit their produce and highlight their accomplishments over the past year.
Farmers that never get this opportunity to be out in the open and get to showcase their products. Like for example, we have the URP now coming on board with the farmers in the farmers market, and we have somebody more senior persons also around who also here displaying their produce.
Assemblyman Tate also emphasized the market's benefits to Tobagonians, highlighting its role in demonstrating the capabilities of Tobago farmers, particularly in contributing to the island's food security. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
Now for an update on the weather from the TNT Met Office. Tonight we can anticipate generally clear skies with a low chance of 1 or 2 brief passing showers. Temperatures are expected to drop to 26 degrees Celsius. A yellow level hot spell alert remains in effect for tomorrow, resulting in mainly hot and sunny conditions despite the low chance of an isolated shower. High temperatures of 33 degrees Celsius are forecasted, with a heat index of 38 degrees Celsius. Additionally, the Met Office continues to issue a yellow level hazardous sea alert. Seas may occasionally become choppy due to long period swells, resulting in waves up to 2 meters in open waters and below 1.4 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:51 a.m. and sunset is at 5:47 p.m. This has been your Tobago Updates Television News. Before we go, here are the headlines once more. Tobago West MP calls on THA to account for expenditure of previous budgetary allocations. 10 women farmers from Tobago included in UK High Commission Grow Smart initiative. 1 Tobagonian among 7 charged for fraud, and the Secretary's social media challenge encourages the public to donate funds to schools. I am Kristen Salandi. Have a good night.